What happens when a disagreement inside a fandom moves beyond online criticism and turns into a legal case? A controversy surrounding Gucci's latest Primavera campaign has now taken a much more serious direction, with Xiao Zhan Studio announcing legal action over alleged insults, defamation, and privacy violations. For Celeb Buzz Insider, the important question is not simply who argued with whom. It is where the boundary lies between fandom disagreement, personal attacks, and conduct that may have legal consequences. Let's separate what is known from what is being discussed online. Fact: in late August, Gucci released a new Primavera advertising film featuring global ambassadors Xiao Zhan and Kim Seok-jin, also known as Jean, appearing together. That collaboration became the starting point of a dispute involving portions of Jin's fan community. According to the information provided, some Jin fans were dissatisfied with what they viewed as their favorite artist's treatment in the campaign. Their criticism was then directed toward Xiao Zhan. At this stage, it is important to make a distinction. Fan reaction: the information provided says that some Jin fans were unhappy with the treatment of Jin and subsequently directed their criticism toward Xiao Zhan. That tells us there was dissatisfaction within part of the fandom, but it does not establish that all Jin fans shared the same opinion. It would therefore be inaccurate to describe the entire fandom as being involved. The situation became significantly more serious when personal identification information belonging to Xiao Zhan was allegedly published on public platforms. Fact: the information provided describes the public disclosure of Xiao Zhan's identification information as serious unlawful conduct. However, this video should not go beyond the information supplied by claiming additional details about what was posted, who originally posted it, or how widely it circulated unless those facts have been independently established. And that distinction matters. An argument about an advertising campaign is one thing. The alleged exposure of private identification information is something fundamentally different. Once personal privacy enters the picture, the issue is no longer simply about which celebrity received better treatment in a commercial. It becomes a question of personal boundaries and potential legal responsibility. On August 27, Xiao Zhan Studio took a formal step. Fact: Xiao Zhan Studio commissioned Zhujiang Lingyunxi law firm to issue a case brief. According to the information provided, the studio announced that evidence preservation had been completed and that formal legal action had been initiated against accounts allegedly involved in insulting, defaming, and violating Xiao Zhan's privacy rights. The accounts identified in the supplied information are the Sina Weibo user 7 and the Zaya Hongxi user *****. The wording here is important: these are allegations being addressed through legal proceedings. The existence of a lawsuit does not automatically mean every allegation has already been proven in court. That brings us to another essential distinction. Fact: Xiao Zhan Studio says evidence has been preserved and that legal proceedings have been initiated. Speculation: what the final legal outcome will be cannot be determined from the information currently available. We do not have a court judgment, a final ruling, or other information establishing the ultimate responsibility of the accused accounts. That means viewers should be careful with statements such as "the accused have already been found guilty" or "the court has confirmed everything." Those conclusions are not supported by the information provided. There is also a larger reason why this story is attracting attention. The original disagreement reportedly began with something relatively familiar in entertainment fandoms: dissatisfaction over an idol's treatment in a major brand campaign. That kind of disagreement can happen whenever multiple major stars appear in the same commercial project. Fans may compare screen time, positioning, styling, promotional visibility, or perceived importance. But criticism over those issues does not automatically justify attacks against another artist. Opinion: the most significant part of this story is therefore not the Gucci campaign itself. It is how quickly a discussion about celebrity treatment can potentially cross into a completely different category when personal privacy becomes involved. There is a major difference between saying, "I do not think my favorite artist was treated fairly," and targeting another person with alleged defamatory material or exposing private information. The first is fandom commentary. The second can raise much more serious legal and ethical questions. At the same time, responsible commentary requires restraint in the opposite direction as well. We should not automatically treat every accusation circulating online as established fact. We should not assume that everyone who criticized Xiao Zhan participated in the alleged privacy violation. And we should not turn a legal dispute involving specific accounts into an attack on an entire fandom. Fan reaction. Based on the supplied information, dissatisfaction from some Jin fans was part of the chain of events that preceded the legal action. But there is not enough information here to quantify how many fans were involved, how many supported the criticism, or how many rejected the alleged conduct. That uncertainty is important. It also reminds us why the legal process exists. When competing claims become serious enough, evidence and formal proceedings are more reliable than viral accusations or assumptions based on screenshots and social media posts. Fact: Xiao Zhan Studio says evidence preservation has already been completed. That detail could be significant because legal disputes depend heavily on evidence. However, the information provided does not reveal what specific evidence was preserved, how it was obtained, what investigators found, or what legal arguments will ultimately succeed. Those are still unknowns. Speculation. It is possible that this case could become a broader warning about the consequences of online fandom conflicts, particularly when criticism escalates into alleged privacy violations. But whether it will have a wider impact cannot be known at this stage. For fans of Xiao Zhan, the announcement may be viewed as a clear signal that his team intends to respond through formal legal channels rather than allowing the dispute to remain purely within social media. For Jin supporters, meanwhile, the most important distinction is between legitimate criticism of a commercial campaign and actions allegedly committed by specific individuals or accounts. Criticizing how an artist is presented in advertising does not make an entire fandom responsible for alleged misconduct by particular users. And for everyone watching from outside the two fandoms, this case offers another lesson: online conflict can change dramatically once private information and legal claims enter the picture. There is still much we do not know. We do not know the final outcome of the legal proceedings. We do not know what specific evidence will be presented. We do not know how the accused accounts will respond. And based only on the information provided, we cannot conclude what a court will ultimately decide. What we can say is this: the controversy began around Gucci's Primavera campaign featuring Xiao Zhan and Jin, developed into a conflict involving some Jin fans and criticism directed at Xiao Zhan, and then escalated into a legal matter after allegations concerning insults, defamation, and privacy violations. The biggest takeaway may be simple: fandom passion can be powerful, but it does not remove the importance of personal boundaries, evidence, or legal responsibility. This story is still developing, and the facts that emerge through the legal process will matter far more than online speculation. So what do you think? Where should fans draw the line between passionate criticism of a brand campaign and behavior that crosses into unacceptable personal targeting? Share your view respectfully in the comments, and remember, disagreeing with another fandom does not require attacking the people in it.